What does calming a stormy brain mean? Ever felt like you don't make sense to yourself? You've gone completely crazy. You can't slow down no matter how much you want to. You're overstimulated. Your brain's overfiring. That is what I call a storm in the brain. And today we're going to take a look at how we can calm that down very effectively and start to make sense to ourselves, never mind to other people. So after basic prep with fanning, sweeping, opening the chakras, and then some decording if you think you need that, and then a detox using either seraphonite and blue uvite in mica, or a salt refresh using halite and Tibetan rose salt, or a shungite detox. So one of those three. Then you do this procedure, and this procedure will be using the Anti-Inflammatory Procedure for Acute Conditions, which you can see here in the book. And this shows the stones, this explains the technique, and then we'll actually be following the steps on this page over here. And these are the steps that I'll be doing to calm the storm in the brain. So let's get started. I've placed the proxy on a bed of green fluorite, and I'm going to work on this rose quartz skull because that expands the area, it magnifies the area that I want to be working on. And the change from the way this is done in the book is very minor change, that we're first going to cut open the energy field, and we're actually going to do the procedure, the anti-inflammatory procedure, in the energy body as opposed to in the energy field. So I'm going to just lay this wand on here, and that will stop the pages from blowing and changing themselves. And let me see now. I need to cut open the energy field. That's there in position, that's good. So let's use these nice little Colombian quartz laser wands, these miniature tools. Rather like using them. And I don't think I need my glasses. I'm going to start here to cut open. And I can lay these down. And I take a moment to just stare at what I've opened up and wait for images to begin forming on my mind screen. And there I do see the storm, and what it looks like is like a stormy ocean. That's what it looks like to me. And as I'm working, I will watch those big stormy waves start to calm down, and I know that it's done when it looks like a tranquil ocean in terms of what I'm looking at in there. And we begin the anti-inflammatory procedure. Let's take a look here with gridding the entire target area with a zincite needle or gold pin. See, I was going to begin wrong. That's why it's good to follow the directions. Here's a nice zincite tool, and I'm going to grid the brain. I've placed the green fluorite around the target area, in fact the whole proxy crystal, and I'm going to prick the area that is inflamed. So I'm going to use this zinc guide tool for my pricking because it has a very nice fine point. And I go as long as I can feel a positive response, and then I will suddenly feel the click, and there it was saying that's done now. Very good. And now I'm going to infuse with green light using my largest piece of green fluorite, and this is an energy field infusion. Because I don't have a client and I'm demonstrating working on a proxy crystal, I'm actually working on myself. My energy body is here and connected through these proxy crystals, and it feels like I've got water running down my spine as I'm doing this. Very interesting and not anticipated. And now I see on my mind screen the green light has entered into the energy body, so I will switch to the green calcite energy field infusion. I'm going to beam green light from my fluorite obelisk into the brain of the energy body. This is like pouring green light from a jug. One day long ago, one of our crystal surgery students brought her mother, who had quite advanced dementia, brought her in for a session, and while I was doing this technique, she wanted to know why we were pouring green sauce on her. Her eyes were closed, she couldn't see the color of the stones. And she described this as pouring green sauce, which is what it is. It was a pretty cool moment. There we go. There gets the finishing feeling. And that feeling that it's finished is very similar to the feeling when you put the last piece in a jigsaw puzzle. There's a kind of a click. And next, we use the green apophyllite. This is green apophyllite to treat the area. A similar kind of action, but it's a double tilt of the wrist. This one also has a sensation going up and down my spine as I'm doing it. There's a finishing feeling coming. Just go over this midsection here. And as I look on the mind screen, I see the waves are definitely smoother and not nearly as stormy as when I began. That's what we want. Now we're going to use the zincite point again. And we're going to do 3D gridding. We start with a regular grid. To go back over this area, I can feel a thickness here. And come this way. Interesting. And now I want to approach in the third dimension this way. It's going to be in my way. I'm going to just move it. Do another 3D grid on this side for the third eye chakra effect. That's it. This is having a very calming effect on me. Yeah, one more grid this way. Wow. First time I'm using this tool. Just got it in Tucson. Loving it. Great. Huh? You can complete with the green wand. It should clear this. It said so in the notes. I forgot. Better. And so here we start with the green fluorite. And come down this way. Brand new angle for me to be working on, and I'm going to do another layer. Yeah, there, that's feeling very good. Using this green fluorite on the wand, it's like putting a salve on, very soothing effect. Good. Now grid again with the green apophyllite end of the green wand. feeling. Ooh. Nothing like dealing with your own crazy feelings in front of a video camera. Okay, that's pretty good. So I think what I need to do now is just put some white light in, and this would be a bit strong. I don't want to overstimulate again, so I'm going to use the cathedral quartz end and just put in the white light to finish this procedure. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that does feel. It does feel stable. Good. Now I'm going to close up the energy field. And now there is a technique called regulating the firing of the brain, and I'm going to do that. And you can put sodalite on the third eye like so, and obviously I can't do it in this setup, but I can place it here. Maybe I can. I can place it. Whoop. I can place it here. This one can come here. Good. So the first place in regulating the firing of the brain, the first placement is behind the ears. That's really nice and strong. Good. And then at the temples, and then at the lower brain. This is really below the ears on the neck. This is where you want to be. Don't have that exact anatomical position on the skull, but I'm close enough here. And intention is key. And there it goes. Really stabilizing. When you do this technique, you can actually feel the brain wave moving from one stone to the other. And then what's nice here, we can do crown chakra and third eye chakra as well. Brilliant.